Let's bring in political director Matt Smith once again.
Matt, plenty of results to analyze today.
A ton of results to go through. We're starting to go through all the data from yesterday's election from every angle. And to do that, let's bring in Charles Franklin, the director of the Marquette Law School poll. Hey, Charles, like always, it is great to see you on this post-election day.
Good to see you.
Let's first walk through a couple of these numbers. I want to show the battleground states quick, the blue wall that Trump flipped. Here in Wisconsin, we've seen the results 49-48. When we look at Michigan, Trump 50 to Kamala Harris's 48. And then Pennsylvania, which has been called Trump 50 to Kamala Harris 49 again. I'm going to start by just putting you on the spot right away, Charles. Were the polls correct when we look at the results that we're seeing here today?
I think they broadly were. They showed very close races in all three of the blue wall states, well within the margins of error, and we saw very close races. Also, where we saw states leaning to Trump in Georgia and North Carolina, we saw those states go in his direction. So I think compared to 2020 and especially to 2016, the polling told the right story. Very close race right down to the end.
All right, let's bring back the Wisconsin map. For President Trump, 49.7, Kamala Harris, 48.8. We then look at the Senate race, where Tammy Baldwin is the projected winner, 49.4, 48.5. With the premise, Charles, how in the heck does this happen? Were these the undecided voters, or how do we have this split ticket, the first since '68 in a presidential cycle?
Now, they're very unusual to have these split outcomes. But what we see is that Baldwin ran ahead of Harris in almost every county. The exceptions were the wow counties around Milwaukee and Menominee County. And she only ran a smidgen ahead of Harris in Dane County. But she ran 2, 3, 4 points ahead in many of the rural counties. Those are areas that she's campaigned a lot about and we've talked a lot about all year. But she did, in fact, eke out a little bit of an advantage in those places, losing them by less than Harris or actually winning some.
Yeah, Charles, let's talk about the exit polls that we're seeing here in Wisconsin. When we look at male voters, 55% going towards Trump. And then when we look at female voters, almost the reverse, 54% going to Harris. Is this what we saw in the polling ahead of this? And were you surprised by any of what we're seeing coming out of the exit polling?
It's a slight change. We had seen women at 55, men at about 52 for Trump. So it was a little tighter and given a slightly more men for Trump and slightly less women for Harris. But the broad picture of a substantial gender gap, that's pretty clear.
Real quick, Charles, before we go, we have the Milwaukee County numbers up. Kamala Harris 68 to Trump 30. I know you're digging into these numbers and doing some research. What are you specifically looking to find in some of these precincts and wards, and what really happened yesterday on Election Day?
Well, as we get down to the ward level, we'll be looking to see what happened in the predominantly black and predominantly Hispanic wards. Those Hispanic wards especially had moved away from Biden, or away from Biden last time in 2020, and the black wards moved only slightly away from him. We'll be looking to see if that held up, and we'll also be looking at the somewhat bluer parts of the city as well, especially along the coast on the lake.
Yeah, fascinating. Can't wait to see all of that. Charles Franklin, director of the Marquette Law School poll. Charles, like always, thank you.
Thank you.